A modest home, sparsely furnished. Moonlight pours in through an open window, illuminating the otherwise unlit room. A woman stands in front of the window, motionless, staring out into the darkness. A candle flickers in her hand. She is trembling. After a few moments, a man appears from the hallway. Did you hear?
Come to bed.
You didn't?
Hear what?
Outside, they're building barricades.
Where?
Here on our street.
How long?
An hour at least.
And my brother?
He's gone. He knew you tried to stop him, so he left as soon as it started. I saw him go.
Why didn't you wake me?
What could he have done?
It's really happening. I can't believe it.
Are you afraid?
Are you? I had a feeling this would happen. A premonition. It's been too quiet, you know. There's been nothing for days now. The factories have been closed. The roads have been almost empty. Even the air feels cleaner. I went outside tonight. There were no lights, no cars, nothing. Not a single sound of the city. Just quiet. If you closed your eyes, you wouldn't have thought you were somewhere far out in the country. It's that smell, you know, wherever it is. The smell of spring nights and fields and the flowers and dew. I heard a dog bark. It rang out so clear, it struck me. You never notice things like that in the city. There's too much going on. It made me laugh. Woo woo! Listen, the dog is barking now.
They are out again on the corner. It sounds so cheerful, so resonant, like in a forest or a river. When you're mending a boat or building a dam. Cheerful, harmonious work.
It's the sounds of the future. I have to go too, you know.
I knew you would.
So you understand then?
Of course.
It's my duty.
And the children?
You'll be with them. They'll have a mother, and that will have to be enough. I can't stay behind.
And I cannot.
What?
Something like this happens once in what, 100 years? 1,000? Do you really expect me to stay here and change diapers?
Do you want to die? They will kill you as quickly as they will me. They won't hesitate because you're a woman.
I'm not afraid.
And what about the children, huh? Without you to look after them, what chance do they have?
This is bigger than the children.
And what if they die?
What if they do die? If it's for the cause?
Are you really saying this? Are you really speaking these words? You have lived for nothing but those children. You have filled them with, you have fear for them since day and night.
That was before.
What has come over you?
The same thing that's come over you. I can see the future. Yes. Don't be angry, please, but tonight when the sounds began, when the hammers and axes began to fall, you were still asleep, and I suddenly understood that my husband, my children, and all these things are temporary. I love you very much. But can't you hear how they are hammering out there? They are pounding away, and something seems to be falling, breaking apart. Some kind of wall seems to be coming down. The earth is changing. It is so spacious and wide and free. It's night now, but it seems like the sun is shining. I'm 30 years old, and I'm already like an old woman. I know it. You can see it in my face. And yet, tonight, I feel like I'm only 17. And that I fall in love for the first time in great balance love that lights up the sky.
It is as the city is already dead and gone. I feel like I am here too.
They're pounding and it sounds like music. Like if singing, of which I would have always dreamed of in my life, and I didn't know who it was that I loved with such a boundless love. Which made me feel like crying and laughing and singing. This is freedom. Don't deny me my place. Let me die with those who are working out there, who are calling in the future so bravely and rousing the dead past from its grave.
There's no such thing as time.
What?
The sun rises and sets, the hand moves around the dial. But time does not exist. It's an illusion. Who are you? I don't even know who you are anymore. Are you even a human?
I don't even know if you're a human either. How strange, how beautiful it is. Two human beings.
Go, I can't wait any longer.
Wait! I'll give you something to eat. You should eat first. A few more minutes won't make any difference. See how sensible I am? I'll come tomorrow. I'll give away the children away and I'll find you.
Cut. Comrade?
Yes, comrade.
And Mom was in the baby.
Here. Why don't you eat?
Bread. That's so strange. Everything is so mysterious and new. I feel like laughing. I look at the walls and they seem so temporary. They almost seem invisible. I can see how they've been built and how they've been destroyed. Everything will pass, the table, the food on it, you and I, the city, everything seems so transparent and light. Don't you feel sorry for them? The children? They come into this world now, at all times, this time.
No, I was only thinking of her life before. How incomprehensible it seems. It's like waking from a long dream. Is this place really where we lived?
You were my wife.
And they were our children.
We worked.
We made love.
Worrying over the few dollars here or there.
And here, beyond this wall, her father died.
Yes, he died in his sleep. He told me this day would come. He didn't live to see it go. The baby's cry seems so strange now. Ominous. These phantom walls out there. Below they're building barricades.
Well, go!
Wait. I want to kiss them first.
No, you'll wake them up. Will you take your gun?
Of course.
It's behind the stove.
I'll go get it. Well, I'm familiar with strange eyes. For 10 years, I've looked into those eyes. I've known them better than my own. And now, there's something new in them. Something entirely new. Something I can't even define.
Will you remember me?
Of course.
How can you be sure everything will be different now?
I will remember.
And if you die?
I don't know. Well, till we meet again.
of the Revolution by Leonid Andreevich. Adapted for the stage by Walter White.